The Steph Curry Under Armour 2 lows got roasted by the internet. And some of the memes and tweets and internet reaction that was spawned from this are some of the funniest I've seen in a long time. Now, before we get into any of those memes and tweets, I need to know from the panel of Hassan Piker and J.R. Jackson whether or not they would buy these shoes and wear them. And I will reserve my answer to the end, but I'm curious. J.R., we'll start with you at the end.
No, absolutely not. You kidding me?
Oh, okay, thank God. Because before we started, he said he was going to be in support of the dad shoes.
You always had to be ready. These actually, there's a lot of, we're going to get to the comparisons and the names and the nicknames for them. But the first thing I saw was these are a Fila special. I don't know if you guys ever wore Filas.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah, of course. Like,
it was the 90s. It was better times, and Filas were definitely in.
So if these came out in the 90s, that would be fine?
Not for basketball shoes, but you know what? The old Ewings kind of looked like this too, and that was like 1990.
And that's why there's not any new Ewings.
I will 100% buy these shoes.
You will?
Because diabetes runs in my family. And eventually I will also have diabetes, and when I do, I'm going to need some diabetic shoes for my feet. Because blood flow is going to be constricted down there.
I was curious as to how you were going to bring that full circle.
Yeah.
I'd buy these shoes to golf in.
You would buy these shoes. You are the target demographic
I'm fully aware.
as a 45-year-old single dad.
I didn't understand as to why there was so much hate. Like, there have been much uglier basketball shoes made.
Yes.
And considering that there's been hundreds of them released, like not every year hundreds, but like so many different these color schemes and what some of these look like, these are the ones
But
that
I'm saying
get
uglier
roasted.
how? Because they're
the Jordan foreskins.
Yeah, that's a great example.
The Jordan foreskins are the absolute, like, by the way, that's not the actual designation
But that's
for
how
it,
we know what you're talking about.
But yeah, but they are the absolute most ugliest, most disgusting shoes I've ever seen in my entire life.
But see, that's the thing. Sometimes there's things like the color schemes you brought up, Jay. So the KDs, I saw them in like purple, then light blue, and a gray, and a greenish, and I was like, okay, this is what's hot. This is what people want to do.
I like those though. You don't like those?
Exactly. No, that's the thing. But that's what the thing is. So the problem is these are on the opposite spectrum. Ugly is in. These are normal and fly under the radar. So that's out.
Oh, so you're saying like the 90s are coming back in style, and Steph Curry is actually, Jacory in the booth is freaking out over there. He's like the 90s correspondent.
Jacory would wear those shoes,
Jacory would wear those shoes, and in a non-ironic way, he would wear those shoes, even though he's saying no right now.
They're not flashy enough. Like you said, the look of the 90s, at least in this realm of culture, you know, like Cross Color was out, and the Will Smith Fresh Prince of Bel-Air look was going with all these loud colors, hammer pants, all that stuff was happening there. Not that those styles are necessarily always back, but the color scheming of that is the way you want to stand out a little bit. White shoes make you look like an old man. Just like, okay, before the Fab Five of Michigan started wearing black socks.
Yeah,
black socks were old man. You're supposed to wear some white tube socks. That's cool.
Yeah.
That shit changed.
That did change.
So
Maybe this will change everything.
Are you saying that Steph Curry is actually going to revitalize the 90s movement with these shoes? Because it's not that this is like a very 90s shoe, but it's also super clunky.
No, the 90s shoe was the loud one that is back in now. This one was before that. This is an 80s shoe.
This is an 80s shoe, so they missed the mark.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I 100% agree. They definitely missed the mark on that.
Well, Steph Curry thought they were straight fire, hence why he wrote straight fire on the toe of his shoe while he was getting interviewed in regards to them. So he's been rocking them. The one thing I wanted to point out, too, is like Colin Cowherd was talking about. He interviewed Steph Curry, or I should say Del Curry, his father. And part of the reason for this shoe is possibly to be used as like a golf shoe, not just a basketball shoe, because him and his dad watch golf, like the Golf Channel, regularly.
Steph Curry's the most boring person on the planet.
Yes, there's nothing that exciting. He's a family man. He's got he's a religious man. Like that's it. There's nothing controversial about Steph Curry. However, the internet's response to this is some of the best, and I want to see if there's any names you guys can add to this. But we'll start with number 3, and we'll just roll through the rest of these because they're called the Steph Curry Under Armour 2 lows, but some people believe they should be, yes, officer, right here. I saw everything. 7s.
Yes.
We continue. But the Steph Curry shoes look like he's getting ready to grill up some hot dogs while listening to the ball game on the radio. I think that was tweeted at Ben Mankiewicz. The Arcade Manager 13s. We also have the Beat the Traffic 8s. Some of these are so good. Let Me Speak to Your Manager 5s.
I like that.
I like that they have the picture on. I work at the Cheesecake Factory 8s. God bless Steph Curry for making shoes so ugly that nobody's going to be killing each other over a pair. That's a good dude. They said there was one of the memes too that also said nobody died in line for getting the Steph Curry 2 lows except for the old woman who was waiting by the cash register. The new Curry 2s are for guys who used to wear New Balance but were still having too much sex. Top of the line.
That is the best one, I think.
Steph Curry and Under Armour really targeting that emergency room nurse demographic?
100%. That's exactly what I thought
Because
when
you
I
have to
first
have
saw
comfortable
it.
shoes to wear. That's what I did wonder, what these feel like.
Yeah.
They're probably super comfortable.
They look
This
like
is a
they
great
feel great.
Of course, some more memes. And I think lastly, I think we have one left. I could be wrong.
Please be Jordan. Please be Jordan. Please
No,
be
it is not the
Jordan.
Jordan crying meme. It is, I thought this was pretty good, the Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Because
No.
Forrest is probably wearing those.
100 when he's running across the country.
Generally.
Yeah. I can't believe that you mentioned that Steph Curry was thinking him and his dad were gonna wear these on the golf course, and then you would also wear these shoes on the golf course. It's like it's a basketball shoe.
Okay, but I
Can
also
we get to that
but I
part
wear
too?
basketball shoes, and so does many people to not like play basketball in. You wear them around.
That's the problem. Okay, this is the problem. Now we're gonna get to the purest level because I'm not a sneakerhead, but so when people make basketball shoes now, first off, the problem is these are lows. Why are you playing basketball in lows? Do you want your ankle to snap in half?
Yeah.
So
we
you don't-
learned from Kobe's mistakes.
Exactly. You don't make basketball shoes in lows unless you're not looking to play basketball anymore. Which no one plays basketball in basketball shoes anymore because they cost $285. You don't want to get scuffs on that. You don't even want to step on it. You don't want to play in those shoes. You don't want to, after what, 2 months of playing
You don't
good
wanna
hard
beat 'em.
basketball,
Yeah.
you don't want to break shoes in. You want to save them for 25 years from now
I
so you
don't
can
think a
sell
lot
them
of
again.
sneakerheads play basketball to begin with.
Absolutely.
I think they're like,
Well, they collect.
yeah.
The only thing to the Lowe's thing is that like the Kobe's have the heel lock, and so does Kevin Durant. His shoes, the KD 7s and 8s. Kevin Durant also has the one that's up to here. Dan plays in Lowe's. I play in Lowe's. I have Kobe 10 Lowe's.
exactly.
You know what? When
Exactly.
I see someone on the court that's playing in lows, I know they can't jump.
yeah.
Well, but I'm also JR. I
look at shoes and I go, oh, he's playing in lows. That means he's never been off the ground.
Playing
There's
in-
no worry
yeah.
about his ankle.
JR, so if I wear the
Playing in Lowe's is
KDs
like the-
that come up to my knees, you'd be like, that kid right there.
That kid is
He
jumping
might dunk-
so high.
He might dunk on me.
No, I don't think there's any shoe that you could wear that would make me think that you can dunk,
Oh,
let
well,
alone touch the rim.
Have you seen me on a 7-foot rim?
Still debatable.
Still debatable. That's actually true. I might not be able to get a 7-foot rim. It also spawned, by the way, a Jimmy Kimmel commercial, which I think is fitting in regards to the shoes as well. You can have a look there.
The league MVP, Steph Curry, has been getting a lot of attention today for his new signature sneaker. Under Armour on Wednesday released exclusive photos of the new Curry 2 Low. This is it. It is a great pair of shoes to own, whether you are a Steph Curry fan or just a middle school lunch lady. See those shoes doing very well with fans in Fort Lauderdale. These shoes are so white, they just endorsed Donald Trump for president. I really don't understand this. Couldn't Steph have saved himself a lot of trouble by just releasing this old pair of Skechers? They're almost exactly the same. They already have his initial on them. The new shoes are being called dad shoes, and I guess that's an insult. But you know what? Steph Curry's a dad. I'm a dad. So are most NBA players, some of them many times over. Maybe it's time we embrace a shoe made specifically for dads.
Style, quality, performance. Introducing the new Curry 2 Low, the perfect shoe for cleaning the gutter, mowing the lawn, walking around the neighborhood at a moderate speed, and throwing your back out.
Helen?
Curry 2 Low, for the dad on the go.
Available at Walgreens.
All right, comment below with what you think they should be called, because those are some of the best I've seen. Also, the Jimmy Kimmel commercial was great. You guys have any names to take us out for those shoes? Really?
Curry, oh no.
Oh, God.
No.
Boo. JR.
Improvisation.
I can't jump 8s. I mean, that's the thing.
That's it. You get it.
You don't
You
want to
gotta
jump
do
in
it.
them.
It's passive.
Hey, and Curry's jumper, he doesn't. It's not like he gets off the ground a lot.
It's
not that he can't jump. He has no reason to jump on his shot.
It's the I prefer the pitching wedge 7s. Make sure to comment below with what you think. At what are the Twitters? At Hassan the Hun.
At Hassan the
JR
Hun.
Jackson. Jason, you're 91. We'll see you over there.